we weer echt de hele kaak en elke puzzel. We verdedigen de meid in kort. Waar komt al het magie vandaan? Wie is er hier gestoord? LAYTON versus Phoenix.
Hallo kijkers van ShineSprites, ook bij een gloednieuwe aflevering van LAYTON versus Phoenix WRIGHT met Sander van GamingSB.
Prank!
Wat een vette prank. Oké, we gaan verder. We zitten midden in een cross-examination van deze postbode. He usually carried out his experiments at night, so yeah, he often needed items delivered in the middle of the night. Did Sir Belduke seem at all different than normal when you saw him at that night? Different, let me think. Actually, yes. Oeh.
Oh.
I think...
Waarom heeft Mr. Earl Grey er niks over gezegd?
Omdat die het gedaan... Hey, ik hoorde een ploink.
I think it was about 3 days before.
Sir Belduke's death, I mean, it was the lightning strike.
Hang on! Lightning strike.
Excuse me, Miss Grail. Oh, what is it? Did anything that in Mrs. Mailer's statement catch your attention? Well, just the lightning strike. Master Belduke did certainly change following that event. I wonder why it affected him so much.
Oh.
Okay. By the way, that strange lightning strike was not the result of witchcraft. Well, I see. Well then, let's carry on.
Hoezo niet?
He was writing a letter at the time. He'll be ready soon, so come pick it up tomorrow morning. That's what he said. You saw the letter he was writing? I told you before, there were sheets of parchment with writing on them on his desk. I had a very quick look. There were so many sheets. The letter must have been very long. Then how can you explain the letter being blank now? That's just it. That's what I'd like to know as well.
Oh.
Sir
Wat is die
Belduke,
piep? Is dat...
dat is omdat zij zo hard schreeuwt.
Ah.
He was holding a pen when I arrived with the delivery, so he was in the middle of writing. And also, he told me to pick up the letter next morning. Then you left his study. I left the study and wished the butler a good night. Okay. Wait a minute.
Oh, wat?
When you say the butler, you mean Miss Grail, of course. She was in the corridor carrying a tray.
Nou, de vraag is of dit dus een stuur is of niet.
Yeah. Miss Grail, I'd like to ask you something. Oh, certainly. What is it? You stated previously that you exhausted yourself and left Sir Belduke's study shortly after 1 a.m.
Ja.
Yes, that's correct. However, according to Mrs. Mailer's testimony, the two of you came across each other while you were waiting outside that room. Why did you mention that? Didn't you mention that until now? That's because... I apologize. I'm afraid I completely forgot to mention it. You forgot? Miss Mailer very often comes with deliveries during the night. I did see her that night as well, but I didn't think much of it, as it's nothing unusual. I had no reason to hide that from you. Please forgive me for the confusion. Well, that kind of thing can happen. Natuurlijk. Human memory is in no way perfect. I don't imagine there's a problem there. Here, is there?
Ja, we kunnen zien dat humans niet
On the
perfect
contrary,
zijn,
Your
want
Honor.
hij is ook niet perfect.
No. There's
Basically.
one more thing Miss Grail forgot to mention. What is it? I'd like to recall that Miss Mailer said about having met Miss Grail that night.
She said him goodbye. Waarom zie ik niks?
Ik zie ook niks. Well, Miss Grail, apparently you were carrying a tray at the time.
Het gaat over
What
de
do you
tray,
have
oké.
to say about that?
Yeah.
Jean Grail, I believe you should add that to your testimony. As you wish, my lord. Oeh,
Ja,
wat
want
is
dat
er met
klinkt
die
wel
tray?
als iets wat je zou herinneren als je een tray aan het...
Miss Mailer
carrying bent.
left just as I was bringing Master his usual drink.
His usual drink. Wacht even. Terug. His usual drink. Denk aan die fles. Denk aan die fles. Weet
Ja.
je nog die fles waardoor het dood
Ja.
ging? Door ging
Moet
het
even
dood.
pressen?
Ja, press it, bitch.
What do
Ja,
you mean by
precies.
usual drink? When Master's experience continued into late hours, he would always have some juice to ward off the sleepiness. What kind
Oftewel
of
cafeïne.
juice? Tomato juice. Hey.
Hey.
Ploink. Hij
Iemand?
heeft ervan gedronken, het was geen tomato juice. Excuse me, mister? Mister? Ah! I know nothing about it. Nothing at all.
Oh jee. Hij gaat in defensive mode. Is hij één slecht, want hij gaat in defensive mode.
Echt hoor. What have you done this time? Don't give me that scary look, Inquisitor Barnum. I was only just a little bit. Seriously, hardly anything at all. What are you talking about? Huh? What you think I'm talking about? The juice! The tomato juice, of course. The tomato juice? Oh, you did. Surely even you wouldn't. Well, like I told you before, I think I sort of overdid it a bit the previous night. When I woke up, my head was pounding. That's why I went to see the alchemist. But you know what happened? You know what happened, and I was left alone in the alchemist's study. It kinda caught my eye. The bottle, I mean.
Daarom is hij ook weg.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking wij zijn
The
zo
tomato
slim.
juice. I thought it might make the headache go away, you know. So you drank it? The juice found at the crime scene? Well, why shouldn't I? It's a drink, ain't it? What else do you do with the drink? You
Leave
drink
it on
right?
the fucking crime scene misschien.
Yeah. And you can tell us where that bottle is now? It has been confiscated. Confiscated?
How convenient.
As I mentioned previously, the occult crime analysts confiscated all of Master's personal belongings from the crime scene.
Maar als Amir het toch pakt, dan is het toch niet confiscated bij de dinges?
Is that so? Well, I believe you should take a note of the bottle and add it to the court record. Oké. Ja, rare bottle voor tomato juice overigens.
Ja.
Ja, dat is ook waarom hij natuurlijk geblackout was. Yeah, so there I was, having a bit of juice. And then that girl came around. Sir! Oh. To tell you the truth, I don't quite remember what happened after that. That's when he passed out, huh?
Yeah, because it's drugged.
No. I went there again the next morning, as I promised. Sir Belduc was, well, and anyway, look for the letter. Ik denk, ik denk dat we bij dat stukje waar zij zegt van dat hij blacked out was gegaan, dat we daar de bottle moeten presenten.
Ja.
Ja.
Reason behind, ja. En wat is de reason behind the drowsiness? De bottle. Bottle.
Kabooming.
Ja. Ja. Ja.
Ja, bij deze. Nou, dat doen we heel voor de zekerheid de state saven. En dan presenting, the bottling, presenting. Dit is goed, geen muziek
Ja,
meer.
geen muziekje.
Mister, I believe the reason you might have lost consciousness at the crime scene is tied to a certain piece of evidence.
We hebben het maar gepresent, doe niet zo cryptisch, bro.
But wasn't it just because, you know, I had a little bit fun, a little bit too much fun the night before? No, it was because of this! The tomato juice? You passed out right after drinking the juice. Therefore, it's not reasonable to assume that there's a direct connection between the two. Kabooming. Tomato juice does not make people fall unconscious, Sir Blue Knight.
Oh mijn god, deze man is
Exactly.
zo-
That's why something must have been added to the contents of that bottle. Something like a soporific?
Ik heb geen idee.
You know, you mean sleep medicine?
Oh, dat is
En,
sleep medicine trouwens.
And if a soporific, ja precies, was mixed with the tomato juice, that means Sir Belduc would have been unconscious at the time he was assailed. Oh! This sketch, have another look.
Luke.
The red liquid from the victim's mouth is proof that Sir Belduc must have drank the tomato juice. I had failed to consider this. Inquisitor Barnum, I bet you remember saying to this court, can you imagine anyone just sitting back and letting themselves be strangled? Nee. Clearly, there should have been evidence of a struggle.
Maar er zit soporific in en dat is een soort slaapmedicijnachtig shit heb ik vandaag
And
geleerd.
since we haven't found any, that must mean the killer erased all traces of fight from the crime scene. Er was geen fight, want hij sliep. The victim was unconscious when his assailant was strangling him. Then the killer could have committed the crime through a small portal, big enough to put their arms through, after all. That may be so, but tell me this. How would the culprit have managed to obtain such a strong support?
Er is maar één iemand die dat zou kunnen. En dat is de butler.
It was
van de
very
alchemist.
simple, and I think you've realized why.
Ja, I think
From the alchemist. That's right, an alchemist would no doubt have a wide array of various medicaments in their possession. Sorry. And an apprentice would have a little trouble stealing some of them for their study. Isn't that right, Miss Grail?
Oh, ik dacht dat hij zou zeggen, isn't that right, Luke? En dan zou Luke zeggen, ja, dat doe ik ook al bij Professor Layton.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
How should I respond to that? I'm sorry to disappoint you. Maybe perhaps the best way to put it. What do you mean? Even though that juice bottle has been safely stored for the past 3 months, I'm positive it would be impossible to find any traces of that support. Now, you wicked! This is unbelievable! Was it really the butler who did it? But everything she says holds true. She was pretending to be a boy. That's mighty suspicious to start with.
Hey, we hebben
Is she a
voor het
witch?
eerst hebben we een beetje de ding aan onze zijde.
Ja, precies.
Nu heeft iedereen het. Is iedereen dood.
Hold on, everyone. The butler couldn't have done that to Sir Belduc. She would never ever do it. Please, let us testify just one more time. Miss Grail, let's tell them. Let's prove they were wrong. They have no idea how much you've done for Sir Belduc. Miss Mailer. Very well, I shall grant your request. Testify about the relationship between Miss Grail and Sir Belduc.
Oh, waarom is iedereen zo dom in dit spel?
Master Luke took me in, a complete stranger. I will forever be in debt to him.
Ja.
That's why I could never make an attempt on his life, through magic or otherwise. Sir Belduc was a wonderful man. He's the one who recommended this line of work to me. And he's the one who told me about it. The confidentiality obligation, I mean. I've never once broken it. It's true that Sir Belduc evoked fear due to being an alchemist. However, he was also a man of admirable character who supported the townsfolk through his research. Why would anyone want to kill such a man? This question keeps haunting me, however much I think about it. Witches need no reason behind their evil. That is what makes them witches.
Yeah,
Now, the defense may begin its interrogation.
Man is witch. Klaar. Done.
Yeah. Master took me in, a complete stranger. I will forever be in that.
Hoezo took me in? Hoezo?
How long has it been since you began serving Sir Belduke? I suppose it would be 5 years now. Before that, I'd lost everything. I had nothing and nobody left in this world. You lost everything? That's when Master Belduke helped me. He kindly took me in and gave me work. Later, when I was helping Master with his research, he even taught me how to read and write. I was able to live comfortably, Jesus, for so long, all because of Master. But she doesn't seem the type to kill someone.
Hey Phoenix, wat doe je nou?
Everyone in this town knows how you served Sir Belduke. Now you may continue your testimony. Okay.
Nou,
That's why we could never make an attempt
ja,
on
die
his
vind ik
life.
dus gek. Want hoezo? Misschien juist.
You claiming you had no reason to kill Sir Belduke. Yes, you can ask whomever you wish, and I'm sure they will say the same. That is so. It's widely known that Jean Grey was devoted to serving Sir Belduke. It's difficult to imagine that she could brutally murder her respected master. Indeed, I am of the same opinion. I have visited Sir Belduke on several occasions and inquire about this piece of evidence or that. And I must say, I felt there was a strong bond of trust between him and Miss Grayle. Do you still think you can come up with a motive? A motive? Jean Grey's motive for the murder. Risked a lot to conjure a small portal in the wall. And then she killed Belduke. But what motive did she have?
Ik zou hier saven, want als je het hier fout doet, wil je ook nog
Ja.
wel. Loop ik het.
Ja, ik denk dus dat het misschien per ongeluk is. Op een of andere manier.
Suggest another motive. Dan?
I understand. The defense will present evidence. What? Evidence to indicate Jean Grey's motive for murder? Nee. Nee. What? What is this about, Sir Blue Knight? Sir Belduke's life was taken that day. That's a fact. However, was it actually the culprit's true objective?
Ja, dit is eigenlijk wat jij ook zegt. Een ongelukje.
What? This is nonsense. Sir Belduke was murdered. What other possible reason could there be besides someone wanting him dead? I'm fairly positive this piece of evidence will lead us to the culprit's real motive. Very well. Defense, present evidence to indicate Jean Grey's motive for committing the crime. Zou het in de letter
De
staan?
blank letter, denk ik. Hij wil iets
Ja,
met die
het is
letter.
goed. Miss Grayle had no reason for wanting to kill Sir Belduke. However, there was another incident that night, which is related to this case. And I have an idea of what it is. Another incident? I'm referring to this letter. Sir Belduke wrote a letter shortly before his death.
Ja.
Yet, all we have here is some blank sheets of parchment.
Weet je nog wat ik zei met dat omwisselen? Ik denk dat hij daarop bedoelt nu.
Ah, fascinating. Are you saying maybe a witch used some kind of ink removing magic
Nee.
on that letter, Mr. Wright? Nee.
Nee, hij gebruikt logic.
Precies. The spell used by the witch was, of course, Godor. Let's go over the state of the crime scene one more time. As we know from the mailer's testimony, the letter in the letterbox next to the victim's death. Yeah, dat is die. And yes, it's in the sketch as well. The letterbox is on the far side of the shelf. The point of note is the location of that letterbox. Unbelievable.
You're
As
unbelievable.
Inquisitor Barnum seems to have noticed, the letterbox is within reach of the small portal conjured by the witch behind the painting on the wall. Oh, indeed it is. And as Sir Belduc's butler, you would have known exactly where he keeps his letters. Indeed, Master Belduc always would always keep his letters in that letterbox before posting them. You mentioned no such thing. Oké, dus. Miss Grayrol, you created the portal with Godor, not with the intention of killing Sir Belduc. You were after this letter, weren't you? That's merely a wild conjecture. I didn't even know about that letter at the time. Dat is niet waar. You didn't? Now that's very strange. When Miss Mailer came by that night, Sir Belduc was busy writing that letter, and that's when you entered, carrying a bottle of tomato juice.
Oh ja, natuurlijk.
There's no way you wouldn't have known that your master was writing a letter to someone. And you could have known even more than that.
Hij heeft gewoon een overdosis gehad.
For instance, perhaps you knew what he was writing about. That's enough. I served Master Belduc as his butler. I never would have pried into his private affairs. Whatever it was he wrote about in his final letter to the storyteller, it is no concern of mine. En het is wel onze concern, maar dat zien we pas volgende aflevering. Bedankt voor het kijken van deze aflevering. Vond je het een leuke aflevering? Doe een duimpje omhoog. Zie je graag de volgende keer weer. Adios, amigos.